Good! He doesn't want to be a part of that. They need to let Xander die.
Let him die? That's a bit extreme, don't
Just
you think?
let him die. Suzie, have you seen his outfits? I know he wants to.
Poor Xander. I do feel bad for him.
You should.
Oops. Well, I obviously went the wrong way.
I don't even have the stream up.
Someone's watching. Someone's liked it. Oh, it's
Wasn't
Rosie.
me!
Hello, Rosie.
Hello, Rosie! I can't see the chat. One moment. What the fuck am I looking at? Suzie, where are you?
The Hissing Wastes.
Oh, okay, you were just in that. Okay. You were in that weird fog shit.
Yeah. I'm good, Rosie. How are you? I'm trying to find this other camp. I need more power. Well, not power. I need more influence. Wait. Can I gather on the horse? Fuck. No, I can't. I did get off the horse. Don't tell me what to do.
Get back on the horse.
James?
Sushi, you should get on the horse.
Are you gonna get back up on it?
I already am.
Sushi, you should get off the horse.
No.
Yes.
No.
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 Mm.
Disappear.
Disappear.
Vanish.
Squeer.
We're clued.
Oh boy. Welcome to the rest of the stream. 3 hours in. Disappear! Can't finish! Can't disappear! Squeer cleared!
We're clued.
Good.
I love what this has devolved into.
There must be something here.
Cleared. Disappear.
You vanish.
Finish. Mm.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Guys, get out of the way. Fine.
Pick Bull up.
Hi,
and
Mom.
Throw him. Hi.
Pick Bull up and throw him? I don't think I can... I am a
You
dwarf!
can certainly try. That's quitter talk.
I wave back at Mom.
Is this a text adventure now?
Apparently.
Pick up book.
Read
Throw book at companion. That shows our personality differences.
No, you read the book and then you throw it.
No. No. Listen. No.
They aren't expecting
That
it
is a
that way.
weapon of war. Okay? You don't read a weapon of war. You use a weapon of war. You throw that book. Funny enough, it's the art of war.
Good.
Ironic, isn't it?
The last of them here.
These guys were lazy. Should have spotted us.
I want to
hours
hit
ago.
an artist with the art of
Inquisition could
war.
use this place then.
Good. Good.
Suzie, I'm gonna hit you with the art of war.
Why? That's not very nice, PJ.
Alright, yeah, no, you're not an artist.
Oh.
Oh, what, you are? So I can hit you with the art of war then.
Hey, I'm level 18.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Yes, this is PJ. PJ, say hi.
Oh, I could have been whatever I wanted. Who am I kidding? I'd still be me. 'Cause I'm awesome! You can't pay...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, why do you ask?
Batch for you.
I
Are you
need...
concerned, friend Suzie? Everything is fine. I am just a normal human being! I am
Yes.
John human being!
Yes, I am real human. Would you like to go skateboards?
I am human. I am human, John human being. I like to do human things. Such as be a human. That is my favorite pastime.
If I remember correctly.
But you don't.
Yeah, this isn't the place, but it's a very similar area. In the Hissing Wastes, there's a dragon. That's
Oh, there's a
that's
dragon. Hmm.
that's in the dwarf place, I think, though. Whoops.
I've got Tetris stuck in my head.
Good.
Yep.
It's better than Africa.
Welp. Give me just a minute.
I had a feeling that would happen. Well, James is singing Africa now.
Good. Hold on. Hold on.
It's okay, horse.
She's waiting there for you.
You're already... Horse, you're already dead. It's fine.
You thought it was gonna be Africa, but it was Tetris! That did pick up, right? I assume it picked up.
It picked up.
Okay. I figured it would.
I'm just fighting a rift, so...
So yes, you're welcome. Welcome to that.
Thank you. It's exactly what I always wanted.
I know that. Hello, psychology. I know these things.
I guess we're gonna spoon hunt a little bit. Because I'm almost there.
Good.
I'm almost there. PJ.
Oh, you have a problem.
I'm almost there.
How are you almost there?
I'm halfway through to getting my second point, and I only needed...
Oh, right, that's how you... Right.
Hi, James. Hi. Good night.
Did I just hear him, like... fall? Like, what was that?
He attacked the mic with his face.
Good. Let's call it that, shall we?
That's what
Let's say that the mic was the target, shall we?
What?
Nothing! Nothing at all.
The mic may not
I have the stream. I have the stream open in 2 separate locations, and all I hear is me just going, and just like stereo.
Good.
Anyway, yeah, no. The mic is the target. Totally. Yep. That's the one.
I never said the mic was the target. I
He
said
attacked
he-
the mic with his face. Yeah, no, I'm
Uh-huh.
sure the mic was the target. I'm sure, Suzie, I'm sure.
he kissed me goodnight. That's what that was.
Nerds!
There's nothing wrong with that. Mom, listen.
Good. She's right, you know.
Mom, it's a dead horse. I don't think it cares which side I mount it on.
Maybe it did at one point, and then somebody mounted it the wrong way and it couldn't handle it anymore.
I'm also using it to absorb fall damage, so you know. There are worse fates in store for this horse than
Always
being
mount your horses the correct way,
mounted
kids.
incorrectly.
Good day, my lady.
Listen, it's out of respect, Suzie, alright? Alright? Eventually this thing is gonna leave you, and all you'll have is a nuggalope.
What's going on, Rosie? Poor horse. Poor horse! It's got a sword through its skull. It's dead.
Yeah, but apparently that's fine, but you're throwing it off of a cliff. Don't you think it's been through enough?
Not yet.
Sure. Yeah, just get right up in that attack horse. The horse is the hero of the story, honestly.
The horse is dead!
Just on the inside, Suzie.
I'm
Just
going to Skyhold after this rift just to change my mount. The Nuggalope won't care. The Nuggalope never sasses me.
The Nuggalope doesn't judge me! Except it totally does. I'm pretty sure the Nuggalope wonders why it's alive.
Mom, it's a bog unicorn.
I mean, she's not wrong. It is a unicorn, technically. Listen, Suzie, it's a mystical creature that deserves our respect, not the same. Okay? So jumping off of a skyscraper while riding it to make sure it breaks all four of its legs simultaneously in multiple different areas is not exactly the best course of action.
Even though they're probably already broken and held up by magic.
They are now!
You seemed remarkably comfortable at the Winter Palace Ball.
Suzie, you seem to forget. The only problem it had before was it was stabbed in the head, okay? It doesn't mean that its legs were broken. Apparently they were together enough to actually walk.
I'm surprised you
Not anymore!
Winter Courts. They would adore you.
I did. After a while, the saddle just got too heavy.
I just want, like, Cassandra, Cullen, Liliana, I want them to all come up. It's like, yeah, I know that we're right about to beat Corypheus, but I don't think we can have an Inquisitor that abuses horses, so... we're gonna have to let you go.
The horse is already dead! Oh. No longer in party due to network error. I'm gonna have to fix that. Hold on. Or PJ can invite me back if he's still listening to the stream. There he goes. Okay. Well,
This was all a test. See how you'd fare under the stress of me leaving.
I'm okay, PJ.
I'm sure you just collapsed emotionally.
I didn't
Even though you
stop
were actually
playing
the one that
game.
left. Yeah, no, just make sure everyone thinks that you're fine. I understand. It's fine, Suzie. I know how everyone gets when I leave. They're always sad. They can't handle it. They just can't.
No, it's not Skype. It's through the PlayStation.
Yeah, it's a PlayStation 4 party. That's why I got the party hat on. Can't you see?
Nobody can see
Got the
you,
streamers
PJ.
and the balloons. Can't you see it? It says everything says PS4. I worked so hard to set all this up.
You don't like cameras. Nobody can see you.
Listen. Mental images, alright? I don't like cameras on me, Suzie. This doesn't mean, like... I don't like cameras? Really, Suzie? I think cameras are great. I actually like photography. I just don't like pictures of me. It doesn't equal you don't like cameras.
You know what I meant. I didn't lose my horse, Mom. I can call it back whenever I want. See? There he is.
Yeah, call it back just to break its legs again, huh? Never-ending torment. Yeah, we can't have an Inquisitor that abuses horses. I'm sorry, that's just not... That's not Androstian.
My Inquisitor is not Androstian whatsoever.
It could be. You don't know her life.
I choose her life.
Oh well.
Oh my god, there's so much happening all at once. Oh my god, that's Pride Demon. No. No, 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 no.
One day we're gonna figure out how I can watch this real time.
I need a capture card. That would solve a lot of
True,
issues.
but I mean, there's got to be a way. I find it very hard to believe that there is no possible way I can watch you doing it, like, live.
I'm not gonna run away.
There's be the coward that you are, Suzie.
This game doesn't stress me out, except for the Winter Palace, but that's over now.
One part with little to no combat.
It's not the combat that stresses me out, it's the politics.
No, that's what amuses me. The politics.
Oh, hi, Bat.
No, it's the fact that every time you leave the room, everyone starts judging you.
Well, that has something to do with it as well.
And I'm not wrong. Listen, if you didn't want the politics to stress you out, why didn't you just play as a human? As a human rogue. That way you have the best start.
Because this is nightmare mode, and I've never played a dwarf before.
So you can only blame yourself. Also, your keep says otherwise. Your keep says you played as a male dwarf before.
My keep is very wrong.
Also, I watched somebody else playing, just like a clip of this game before. We started the party. And, their dwarf character, their female dwarf character, looks almost exactly like yours.
I'm not surprised.
The one major difference is, I mean, there was no face paint on theirs, but... You know, you can go around and revive some people, Suzie.
It's one more enemy. I might as well just take it out.
She says, seconds away from death. This is very true. They usually run in swinging axes, or at least have a crossbow. Learn from Varric.
In Inquisition, Varric has the only crossbow. Fun fact.
Come to think of it, I think Origins was the only one with crossbows.
Origins is the only one with crossbows.
Yeah, that's a weird thought. Of course, to be fair, 2 in Inquisition has Varric, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, kind of defeats the purpose of anybody else having a crossbow because he's got to be special.
Yup. With Bianca.
But to be fair, that crossbow, even though he's not in there swinging an axe, that crossbow is a masterpiece of construction.
Yes.
Or craftsmanship is what I meant, not construction. Ugh, I'm tired.
They were all dead, and then I sealed the rift and they came back to life because magic.
But Suzie, dwarves can't use magic!
I didn't say it was my magic.
But Suzie, dwarves can't use magic!
They can't dream either. In a few two streams ago. Was it 2? I think it was 2. 2 streams ago,
Listen,
she had a dream.
Listen, that was Solus's magic.
She still dreamt.
Solus's magic.
Okay, big spoiler alert here.
Oh no, 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 Suzie, no! No, Suzie, no!
The mark on my hand is Solus's magic
No,
as well.
Suzie, no!
Stop following me.
And also, as I said before, she did dream, but she also does have that mark on her hand.
Because of Solus's magic.
Which is regardless, it's also a direct connection to the Fade, Suzie. You forget.
So is magic.
Are you, like... You do realize that you're proving my point, right? Like, are you trying to contest me?
Okay. Mom. She's a rogue. She does use a bow. That is correct.
Yeah, and she shouldn't be because she's a dwarf, right? Because crossbows, Suzie.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
You're all the wrong parts of a dwarf. A dwarven stereotype. Next thing you're gonna say is it doesn't drink alcohol.
She very much does. Ask Iron Bull.
Oh, I know.
Was it this one that I liked?
That'll do fine.
Yep. Okay. Black wall.
This is also true. She needs a beard. This is very true.
You can give the female dwarves beards.
Then do it.
I don't wanna.
Why not?
Varric also
What is
doesn't
stopping
have a
you?
beard. Varric proudly shaves his beard.
No. You need that big, like, braided warrior beard, like the Viking beard. That's what you need. That's a true dwarven beard. Dwarven beards! Fine, dwarven beards! Straight from my face! Bringing that back.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for
Like,
me?
all you need to do is hold your breath and, like, force really hard, and it will come out of your face like Play-Doh.
I
I'm
am the
convinced.
expendable one, after
You just
all.
need to try.
Look.
You just
Look,
need to
don't
try.
worry.
Okay, 3 dwarves.
Well, this
None
is
of them have beards.
You're the Inquisitor,
Walk into a
right?
bar. This is a
You're
normal
the Devil. At
occurrence.
your service.
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here.
I was
so
watching back through the
maybe for both
Origins
of us.
streams, as
You're
I
such a
said before.
warrior. There's a
And
giant
I
hole
got
in
to
the
where
sky.
Rob got to
I think the
Orzammar,
Merchants Guild has bigger things to think
and
about.
he went into the bar,
Bianca's got a lead
and
on where
Sten
Corypheus
said
got
the
his red
best
lyrium.
line.
The site of Bartram's Folly.
They all go into the dwarven bar, and Sten just
There's
goes,
a deep
"What
woods
is this, a
entrance
mass
crawling with
suicide?"
strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Good.
Oh, that was so great.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation.
I love
If
it.
you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Right, I have to take Varric with me for that one. Fuck.
It's almost like it's his personal quest, Suzie.
Inquisitor.
What are you gonna do? Blackwall him?
What?
Because every time you pick up all those bottles of gray, he's never around. You know I'm right. Everyone who's ever played this game knows I'm right. Blackwall's never around when you pick up his bottles.
The Grey Warden artifacts.
Did I just combine the bottles of
Time to plan our
Thetis?
next move.
Yeah.
What's the state of the
No, wait, no! You know why I said
Bottles
that?
of
Because with the
Grey.
bottles of Thetis, there is the whatever of Grey that is supposedly like a Grey Warden drink. So I'm kind of
All
right.
they support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
Anyway, you know what I mean. The point got across.
Shaken his disciples.
I understand, PJ. It's fine.
Put a beard on your face.
I'll tell you what. I'll go to the Black Emporium, and we'll see what she looks like with a beard. But I'm
She'll
not
look
going to
normal.
keep it.
She'll look normal, Suzie, because she's a dwarf.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After Adamant, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds and sent them marching south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
Good of Corypheus to make it easy to find him. If he's hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we finish him.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area? His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately,
I
can
think-
assist.
I think you need a PlayStation 4.
She has a PlayStation 4.
Oh, she does? Well, then there should be.
PJ would have to invite you at this point, though.
Oh. Wait, I can fix this. Hold on. Here we go!
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, Rosie, you have to get. Rosie, you have to get on PlayStation.
I'll ignore that you wandered in without knocking. You have my attention.
I joined before I even got your
Corypheus
invitation.
seeks in those
I'm
forgotten
an
saw
overachiever.
that.
ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
Tis best if I show you.
Yeah, that's how the PlayStation works when you record directly through it. For some reason, it blocks all notifications with that obnoxiously large black box.
Yeah, instead of a very small black box.
Yeah, the notification is only like a sixth of that box.
This is
All the
an
notifications are only ever like a
elven
sixth of that
artifact
box.
from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus
Morrigan
seeks.
looks chilly. Hey, Mom, do you remember her? This is Morrigan from Origins. You played a bit of Origins.
I love Morgan.
I love Morrigan too.
She's great.
Should I
She
put
looks
her?
she looks so good in this.
Should I put her on your waifu list?
Oh my god.
You can restore an artifact like this?
There was a price.
Let's not talk about this.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds.
I finally pushed that out of my mind.
Too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize.
I'm gonna start blaring Africa and just get this stream taken down.
Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Which of the Wild Morgan? Sorry, which of the Wilds? Gotta add that S.
Yeah. I love Morgan. She's such a good character.
She really is. And her voice is pretty good too.
Oh, yeah. I love that voice actress.
Yes, I don't remember her name. Unfortunately.
I can't remember it either at the moment.
She's just got a good design, she's got good character, she's got a good voice, like just and she's got a good part in the story.
They did so well with her.
They really did. They really did. Most of their focus went into her. Meanwhile, Alistair... They could have done a little bit better with Alistair, but you know what? He played a minor major part in this game. I love the Illuvian place.
I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
Got those orb trees.
Yeah, those orb trees.
Gotta love the orb trees. We are not using Skype, so...
It's not Skype.
Yeah,
you have to have a headset that has a microphone.
This is true.
This place is extraordinary. How could this even exist?
Who can say? Formed from the fabric of time and space, perhaps. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners.
I can't really imagine a place like this.
As you can see,
Repeat that?
most of the
And
mirrors
like,
are dark.
I can't really imagine Kieran growing up in a place like this.
The rest, a few can be
and just like turning out normal for what normal is for him.
Right.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This.
Of course, I'm also looking at this from a perspective of him not being, in my main file, not being the old godchild, and just being a normal kid.
Like Corypheus wanted to do with the anchor.
So it's like from that perspective, it's weird.
He marshals the last of his forces to reach it.
And like she was saying, it's like, okay, yeah, no, the warden, her, and Kieran all just kind of lived in this place.
You have made Corypheus
and it's like, I'm just thinking, how did they live it? Like, are they just playing catch out in the fields of the abyss? Just throwing a football.
A magic football.
No, just a football.
Just a normal football.
Just a normal, non-magical artifact football. Or just a baseball, just throwing it out in the fields of the abyss.
Oh, Mom, it's not the right shape for a Stargate. It's
not
not
even
a
star-shaped.
It's not a circle. Anyway, that was the alluvion.
There it is.
And Alistair's still not here.
Suzie, he left.
Shh. I don't want to
He's not-
talk about it.
he-
I don't
he-
want to talk about it.
He left, Suzie.
I don't
He went with the other
want
Grey
to talk
Wardens.
about it.
He fucking left.
I don't
You missed your
want to
chance.
talk
You
about
lose. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You lose. Good day, sir.
Wait, which one exactly?
You're trying to get elite clientele.
Am I trying to get elite clientele?
Yes. So you need a favor for a favor, I believe.
Okay.
Now I got Charlie and the Chocolate Factory song stuck in my head.
Which one?
I got a golden ticket. Charlie was drunk that day. I've got a bottle of Jack.
So I'm thinking... Almost gotcha.
I need to equip Varric.
Put a dumb mask on him.
I sold all the dumb masks. What?
Can't believe you. That was your key to winning this game. You just threw it away.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. You just don't know. Beard!
Okay, okay, I'll show the beard. Just
This
give me-
needs to happen.
I'll show the beard. Just give me a second.
Listen, you always say that you make characters like, you know, that look like you, so you gotta throw that beard on there.
I wanted to change her hair anyway.
Sure. Pretend like you were going there beforehand.
I really need to equip Varric first before I do anything.
It's almost like you've never used him.
Almost.
Hmm.
I did use him in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, when you first recruited him? Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Man, how generous of you. To allow Varric to accompany you on your grand adventure. Put the dumb hat on him.
Bianca. Let's see. Nah, I'm not gonna waste a rune on Bianca.
Suzie, not now, but after this. Just out of curiosity, you should try the Ethernet cable again. Just make sure it wasn't a fluke.
Like, after the stream?
Yes.
Okay.
At any point after the stream.
We'll see how late the stream goes. Maybe you can tech support.
I can try. I don't know how well I'm gonna do. Again, I didn't test the wire beforehand, which I'm still really pissed off at. Here we go. Final form Suzie's character, here we go.
I'm not keeping the beard.
And that's why you're never gonna beat Nightmare Mode. See, if you have the beard, if you're fighting like a dragon, let's say it's shooting fire at you, like, it'll block the fire. It'll catch on fire so the fire doesn't hit you.
Uh-huh.
It's a tactical advantage.
Do not.
And I say this specifically for dwarves because they're shorter and their beards are really long, so it covers the majority of their body. It's a safety measure, and you're like, not letting your character have this experience.
It was under general. Yeah, it's not a full beard anyway. It's just scruff. She can have scruff.
Oh, you're destined for death. I love how female dwarves can have the scruff.
Yep, just a little bit of scruff.
Good. It's disappointing though. I was looking for the warrior Viking beard. Unfortunately, no braids. This game is a 0 out of 10, I'm afraid.
There are braids, I thought.
No, for the beard.
Oh, not for the beard, no. There's lace Harding's hair.
Just become her.
Without that hair now, so she has that hair. It's just darker. Okay.
Funny enough, that was the one difference. That was one of the very few differences between the character I mentioned beforehand, the video I was watching, and now you just switched it to, I think, the same exact hair color as well.
Oh
So,
no!
it's just morphing into the same character. Just bright blonde. Here we go.
Or just
platinum blonde.
White. Platinum blonde. What about dark brown? We'll go with dark brown. No, we're not going with dark brown.
Got no love for the dark brown, Suzie? Got somebody you want to tell me?
No.
Of course, mine was a little bit closer to Auburn than that, but it's still dark brown, damn it.
And...
Yeah, just make it red.
Just, yeah.
Just make it red. Make it blue. Make it blurine.
I wish I could.
We need dinky hair. Give her a comb over.
If you could
Give her a comb over and a handlebar mustache, both pink.
If you could make Dinky in this game,
I'm obviously
you would.
no position to judge.
As the leader of the Inquisition, you know what? He'd probably call it the Friends of Dinky. That'd be his first decree. He's no longer Inquisition. He's Friends of Dinky. He's by extension Friends of Dinky. He would bring Iron Bull.
Oh yeah.
Iron Bull would be a part of that.
No doubt in my mind that he would bring Iron Bull.
Yeah, no, Dinky and Iron Bull would hang out. Especially because Dinky always hangs out with, like, super mutant people, so... He likes big walls of flesh standing between him and the danger. And he's already a mercenary type, so he would totally bring... What would Dinky's party be in this game? It would definitely be Iron Bull.
So... That's... Well, what would Dinky be?
Dinky... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that's a hard one. Because he's only ever used guns. He's only ever used laser guns.
Nothing to report, sir.
Although his main melee weapon is the X2 antenna, which is a big two-handed electrical satellite mace, basically. But it's hard to say that he's a warrior.
So
I don't know what Dinky would be.
And
no, listen. What he would be aside, because the way I play, I don't care what I bring for the most part. I played through on my Origins file, my Rogue file in Origins. I didn't have any mages on my team. I had Alistair, Sten, and Zevran on my Rogue team in Origins. So that aside, I'm just trying to think of personality-wise who we would have. It would definitely be Iron Bull. Maybe Dorian. And, maybe Cole.
I was thinking Cole. I think he and Cole would get along. But Cole is basically a
Or
puppy,
Varric.
so...
Ooh, wait a second. Ooh, I can kind of see him hanging out with Varric. Maybe it would be both Varric and Oh man. Maybe Bull, Varric, and Dorian? Bull, Varric, and Cole?
Sarah. Do you think he'd get along with Sarah?
I don't know, actually. Because she hates higher-ups, and Dinky tends to work for them, so...
That's fair.
I mean, he's still a mercenary. He himself does not have an elitist attitude, but he works for people who do, like Mr. House, for example.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody's hid
So
you
I don't
in
know
to
if
hang out
Sarah
in the
would
creepy
be.
cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots
I think
are
it
carrying the red
100% Bull. I think Varric would also be in there.
We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start.
It's just, yeah, no, the third member is really hard to...
If you're going by game logic, it would have to be a mage.
I understand, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm just saying, like, for funsies ideas, because I'm not. If I were to ever stream this, I mean, I'm not making Dinky in this.
He's a decent shot.
decent.
As much as I'd love to make Dinky in like a lot of things that I do, I like making
Let's
characters.
not waste any more time, shall
I also
we?
love writing jokes, which is why I'd want to make Dinky and everything, but it'd be too hard to implement Dinky into this.
You wouldn't be able to create him with his pink hair, and that would drive you insane.
Well, to be fair, if I did it on PC, I might be able to do a mod.
It's true.
To be fair. And also, you're right, it would drive me fucking insane. But
you should make Genesifer.
There's no punching.
Unless you just dislike Solus a lot, there's punching then.
That's true. I did punch Solus.
Well, I figured...
See, I don't even know what class Genesifer would be.
I figured she'd dual wield.
But, see, I don't know about that. Because she's a heavy hitter.
Make her a warrior.
Yeah, she's close to... See, that's another thing. Like, she's close to warrior-esque. I don't know! I don't know!
Don't panic, this is all theoretical.
No, I'm not panicking. It's like... It's a fun idea. Fun idea, but I don't know. It's the same for like Lemmy and the Lord of Death. It's like I'd have no idea what to make them either. Just any of the group OCs, it's hard to put them into like RPG roles.
Lord of Death would be a warrior.
I mean, yeah, probably.
I see him as a warrior.
I don't know how good of a warrior he'd be, but he'd probably be a warrior, right?
Look at all this cheese.
Lemmy would either be a warrior or a mage. I don't know which one.
There are 4 cheese wheels, so just take 4 shots.
Oh boy. Edgeworth would probably be a rogue, to be honest.
Good.
You know what? Based on the whole Virian thing, yeah, no. Based on the whole Virian thing, I think he might be an archer.
Just make Virian.
I think he might be an archer.
Make Virian and call him Edgeworth.
No.
Shooting guys.
That's not how Edgeworth works, Suzie.
I usually try to avoid the caves.
But he might be an archer. See, the whole archer joke, which makes a lot of... Well, I mean, it works in that way, but at the same time, I can't imagine Edgeworth at range. I could imagine him in close quarters. Then again, maybe whoever he's with would not even allow their enemies to feel that kind of pain, so they would keep him at a distance. So the closest I'd say for now would be Edgeworth being an archer.
When you stream Inquisition, if you don't make Edgeworth, I will be very upset.
I'm not going to. I can tell you that right now. I'm not going to.
I mean, okay, just for fun then. 'Cause I think that would be a lot of fun.
No, for fun. I mean, that would be great. But I mean, to be completely honest, I already have a vague outline of what I'm going to be doing.
Characters and all.
Yeah, the characters are what I started with.
Of course.
Not what they look like, but just like race, gender, class. I mean, I always start with characters, and I build up.
Are you gonna make a male character for Origins?
That would be telling, Suzie. Also, why specifically a male?
Just
oh wait,
curious.
Is it because of the end?
Yeah.
I guess we'll just have to find out whenever the fuck I decide to do that years down the line.
Years?
It's looking like it at this rate. And besides, I only own Origins on PC at the moment. I mean, I could learn to stream, you know, my consoles, which I'm hoping I can eventually. But I don't know if I want to stream on consoles or not.
You know.
What did I do now?
That letter you
Make
sent me
everything
about
easier.
the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry
But I
explosion.
don't know.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that
I haven't put too much thought.
Oh, there I go.
What would you do if
Whoops.
I
You jump off.
Kick your ashes, of course.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh god, you did it again? Didn't I watch you do that before?
Yeah.
Didn't you do that same exact thing before?
I think it was the same area, too.
It was the same spot! It was the same exact spot, Suzie! It was literally the same spot.
Oops.
Holy shit. It was the same spot.
How is what's his name?
Oops.
Bogdan?
Oops.
He's in Navarra right
The
now.
the
selling
patented
my
Dragon
machine
Age
to wealthy
oops.
landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named.
Of course you didn't get a kid possessed while doing it.
That's not gonna happen. Even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Ooh, throwing shade at Bronca.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making.
She's a let's be honest.
Ta-da!
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
3 dwarves. Dwarves? Dwarves!
Dwarves.
We're all out of dwarves. Just 3 dwarves just yucking it up. 3 smart-mouthed dwarves.
Yep.
I'm getting the keep itch again.
You know, this is almost
Good.
fun. Kind of like old times.
I don't recall
We
us ever
need
shooting
to talk about
together.
Remember
we need to talk
crashing
about that at
Bartram's
some point.
guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
your canon world state for when 4 comes out.
Oh, jeez. And that'll be the first stream, just talking about it.
Wait, really?
Talking about what the canon world state is and making my character will likely be the first stream.
Now, wait. Are we gonna establish? Are we gonna make the world state then? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying
We're
we're
just
going
gonna talk
to
about it.
talk it through.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
No, PJ, no.
I was gonna say, it's like I don't think I can wait that long. I'm a fairly patient person, like at least most of the time.
I wouldn't torture you in such a way, my friend.
See, the thing is, Suzie, you wouldn't be able to, because it eventually gets to the point where it would just happen. Whether you like it or not.
Oh shit.
Let's just say my will can get oppressive. Anyway.
Bible.
How long are you going to be in Orlais, do you think?
Yeah, no, that would be
Long
really
as
fun to
this
figure out.
shit is going on at least. Maybe longer. Why?
You'll have to stop by before Bogdan gets back. You should see my new workshop.
I'll see what I can do. You know your family will kill me if I stop by, right?
They're not going to kill you.
You always say that, and they always send assassins.
I mean, I actually started the world state. It's separate from the one you used for this one. I mean, the only one I changed for that was the whole elven thing. But
Right.
I did start I forget what I called it. I think I just called it personal world state. I didn't want to overcomplicate it with names.
It would have been fine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can still always change the name, so. Nothing completely ridiculous
Won't be
and
able to
stupid.
use this entrance again.
Bianca.
That's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to know how this stuff works just as much as I do. I just wanted to figure it out.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium
Yeah,
is
you're...
alive.
I mean, I just got the basic information for what you said previously, for example.
Only animals.
Being,
Right.
I couldn't get any further
like
on
an
my
elven
own, so I looked for a Grey
rogue
Warden
and
mage.
with
Blight and
Zephyrin or
magical
whatever.
expertise in one, right?
Yeah.
And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave
The
him
Inquisitor,
the key.
which...
Larius? He was the
That's-
Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh,
What you
shit.
want? I mean... Well, anyway.
I knew something seemed off.
I didn't
Get more into
realize
that
until
later
I
on.
said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
The Inquisitor I wasn't 100% clarified on, so...
You'll have to answer for all the damage you've done.
That's not what I
I know
wanted.
I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I
Another
can
one of the
make
first things I did was the whole
This isn't one
brokered
of your
peace between the
machines.
elves and
You can't
werewolves.
just replace a part and make everything
That was
right.
another one of the first
it. No,
ones
but
I
I can
did.
try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself?
But yeah, no, there's
telling
a lot
stories
untouched,
of
though.
what I should have done.
Ha! As if I would
'Cause
tell
I don't
stories
know
about my
all
own
of your little
mistakes.
details.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've
Especially
done
when it
what we
comes to
can
two.
here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Except for the fact that there's
Don't worry about it.
a romanced Fenris right in my face.
Get him
Besides that, I have nothing
You'll
else to
feed your
do.
own
Or
eyeballs,
to put on
Inquisitor.
here. But that will be fixed in time, right, Suzie?
The Inquisitor kisses Talus. Inquisitor. Ha!
I was gonna
Hawk.
say, it's weird. Okay, I guess I'll put that in then.
Again, not gonna pass up kissing Felicia Day.
Oh, Christ.
What?
Nothing?
What?
We need to seal
I
that
didn't say
tunnel.
fucking anything. Except for that one thing, but let's just ignore that one thing. Okay, then that is the other part.
What other things have we talked about and have been pretty much discussed? Not giving Isabella to the Aeroshock.
Well, yeah. I guess we can safely say that. Because I get the feeling, regardless of outcomes in 2, you'd still want to edit it. So.
I just went in a big circle. I don't know how to get out of this place. I'm lost. And I can't fast travel out of Valimar.
Anyway, that's for 2. We'll get to 2 stuff later on. You know when you play it. Anyway, so...
And honestly, I'd probably play through as a male hawk.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Why?
Well,
Why?
I don't know.
Oh wait,
I guess
wait,
because...
Fenris. Fuck.
Well, no, every romance in that is bisexual.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize. Okay, yeah, and keep that. Yeah, I'd probably play as male hawk then.
Well, again, I feel like I would edit a lot of that when you actually play too. It's gonna happen, Suzie.
I want to play too.
I'm glad you do. I mean, it's... You just need to dampen your expectations, but as far as the place in the story, I think it's important.
Wonder if my friend still has her PlayStation 3. Because if so, I could borrow it. And her copy of 2.
And just play through it on your own?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I wish I had a capture card.
Well, I mean, if you can get it to run on your computer... OBS is free.
I have OBS.
Yes.
My concern, though, is if I wanted
Suzie!
to... What?
When's your birthday? I don't think I have it on record.
August 8th.
August 8th?
Why, PJ?
I don't have it on record. I like having people's birthday on record.
By how many times I've said I'm a month and 2 days older than you, I figured you'd...
For how much I don't listen to you, I'm surprised that you are surprised.
Thanks, Mom.
Good.
It is super easy to remember. Okay, time to talk to Varric. Whee.
I'm glad to have answers, but... Shit.
August
Second
8th,
she showed up here,
1958. There we go.
I let this mess happen.
What?
I gave her the tig.
What?
I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Adding 40 years.
Well, I mean, you know what happened. 40 years ago! On that fateful day! In the Arctic lands of Siberia! Nailed it.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
What the fuck?
No,
okay, it
no,
just...
the point is, I don't
It put a random year after that, actually. Okay, that's weird.
Pretending none of this was happening.
Suzie, next month you're gonna be 53 years old!
Oh, wow.
I don't know why. I put it as no year.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I don't even know anymore. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca
I
again?
guess I actually should put it
always
as,
do.
you know, 95
Yeah.
in hindsight.
Is this the cutscene I
You-
think it is?
There
You
are.
oldie
I've been
bronzy.
looking all over for you. You're just in time.
What?
We almost had to start without you.
I called you an oldie bronzy because, you know, most people say oldie goldie, but, I mean, you...
Thanks.
We couldn't have that, could we?
Varric's wearing a black shirt, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
Now he's wearing red.
Alright, Miss Fashion Police!
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game.
You just stop, Barrett.
Grab a
Barrett!
seat. We're ready to start.
I can't let you go out like that. you gotta change.
Pair of swords. Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said
He's like,
don't
is it the
show
chest hair?
anyone your hand? That
Like,
rule
no!
includes announcing
Not
it
this
to the
time.
table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Yeah, you know what? Barrett gets a pass not having a beard because it's all on his chest. It's just moved down.
I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing
know I'm right.
and habit forming.
Yeah.
Curly, if any man in history ever
He's
needed
got
a
a,
hobby,
he has a
it's you.
beard's worth of hair on his chest.
He really does.
I believe I'll start at 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring?
Alright, well,
Maybe I'll make it 1.
have that on record.
Ordinary. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers?
So you were saying, Susie?
Silver or go home.
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right?
I'm
in.
watching the
Me too.
cutscene, PJ.
Well, are you in?
What, cutscene?
Of course. Deal me in, Josephine.
Oh, my stream
Oh,
reset.
wonderful. I'm glad.
My
you
stream reset. It went back to the beginning. I was wondering why you were in the wastes again.
Oh no.
Oh man, I've been watching that for a while. You know, and in hindsight, when you were saying it's like, I don't know how to get out of this underground place because I can't fast travel and you're just wandering the wastes.
Fell over the hall.
Maybe I should have picked something up around then. Also, yes, this is the cutscene. Good.
There at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched
This
out
is a
like
great
he was in
cutscene.
full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I've got one for you. There was a time the Carta sent me to do some collections. Just pick up the protection money and bring it back by any means necessary. What they forgot to tell me was the first business on that list was this old seamstress. She never paid a rusty copper of protection again. And if you mention her name to the
I know I
cashier,
said
his
this
ears
earlier,
turn
but I'll say it
purple.
again. I love that there's different stories
You don't mind if
depending
I
on
steal
what race
that
you
one,
are.
do you?
I noticed.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone
I
found
like the
out.
part with the rabbit.
Tell it again.
God damn it, Cole.
And the dealer takes everything. I
Ghost
win
boy.
again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
I love that while all that talking was going on, Bolt's just chugging.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
He just passes out.
I tried
Good,
to
Colin.
warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Good.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
Bull's just yucking it up.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me.
It's weird seeing a character look up at Varric.
Inquisitor?
She is slightly shorter than Varric.
Oh yeah, because you're a female dwarf.
Yeah.
Male dwarf would be the same size.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that? Did I win?
Hey, Sarah.
How's it going, Sarah?
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Carry on.
Okay.
Down now?
Huh?
Gotta calm down, Suzie.
It's one of my favorite cutscenes.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Hi, Solus.
Which one's better, that one or the bull romance one where everyone starts walking in?
The bull romance one.
Damn straight.
Oh, hey. Cutscene with Finn Harrell, I mean Solus.
Something wrong with your teeth?
I do just kind of like the beginning of that cutscene where he just takes a
But
drink
this
and he's like,
morning,
ugh.
I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
I don't know why.
Something wrong with your tea? It is tea.
Yeah, that's my answer! That's actually my answer. You know this to be true.
Yeah.
But me drinking tea and just going, ugh. Like, what's wrong with it? It's tea.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
Yeah, I never
When
got
your
this
friend was
quest.
captured, how did he...
Or if I did, I just never did it.
It?
My friend is a spirit.
Which frustrates me.
Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world.
You never did his quest?
It was dwelling quite happily.
No, well, I mean, I saw it through Rob's
It wants my help to
stream.
gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
But I never actually did it. And that baffles me.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
I hate that.
I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke.
Anything else you want to say?
Inquisitor.
No? Okay, bye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Oh, Dorian has a cutscene as well.
You have remarkably little here on early to Winter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether divine...
We get it, you're Tevinter.
shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
He tosses a book.
That's the Dorian I know. Critiquing every book in my library.
Good.
I wouldn't have to if you could find some
I just saw
rebellious
it.
heretic archivist to join the cause.
Are there rebellious archivists? Other than you, that is.
If Corypheus ever starts burning masterworks of literature, I'm sure a few will pop up. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
What else could it be about? What happened at Adamant, of course. We went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Genitivi, isn't that the guy that,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's the guy in Origins.
Yep, the guy that goes to the temple with you.
Yeah.
Good shit.
I'm fine.
I was there. I saw it. You're just fine?
I'm surprised I never
Yes.
actually thought about that when I played.
Bravo. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
At least you were at my side.
No offense, but I'd almost rather I hadn't been.
No sense of adventure. That's surprising.
I've not your talent for survival. And not everyone is as discerning as I. If you can walk in the Fade...
I love that you just float back and forth.
Yep.
I love that. But it, like combined with the understanding that there's nothing there.
Yep.
But yet it's still just the game.
Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as
I
a
can
challenge.
respect that.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus' real name. If I can prove he was a grasping
You've easily
anchorite
played
with no family
Inquisition the most, correct?
the luster would come right off.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
Like what, 4 times more than like Origins? At
Probably.
least.
At least.
So that's why a lot of your Origins things in like the Keep, for example, are the same. Because they're better from your game. Correct.
It's
For the most part.
It's because a lot of them I couldn't remember, or I didn't find all the secrets, or you know.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll go over that.
Okay.
Everything's gonna be perfect, Suzie.
Inquisitor.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
I have been thinking.
If you did play through
You
Inquisition
remember
as
everything?
Edgeworth, who would he romance?
The explosion at Haven,
Everyone?
escaping the breach. In your report, you said
See, you
just
asked me this
Justine
before, and I said I have the same answer, which is I have no goddamn idea.
Why
He would flirt with everyone, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But it's actually hard to imagine Edgeworth in a relationship.
Because
like, if you really think about
so he may actually
Because if he was
finish
in-
the game alone.
because, like, think about it. If Edgeworth was in a real relationship, that would just... his point is to be repulsive with his
She
flirting
knew it was either her
and his innuendos.
and she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did.
What would happen if he found someone who wasn't repulsed?
Message to me.
I think he'd get bored.
Failed you too.
Like, I've actually thought about that, and it's like, I like the idea of if somebody doesn't... Like, there's some sort of weird satisfaction he gets from it. When people hate it, and if people are into it, he gets bored.
Oh, no. He would have a lot of fun
Because-
with Cullen.
Oh boy. Yeah, you're right, he would. Because I was thinking about that throughout, like, Fire Emblem, actually, because of Virion and Laszlo and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they actually got married.
Yeah.
And in both the marriages, I would joke about them not being the only ones.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you can't stop them. You can't stop him. So I can't imagine him ever being in a relationship. I don't even think he wants to be in a relationship. It's just the chase. You know, he's one of those kind of non-committal.
Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the
Suzie, do you not want to talk to Colin?
Anyway,
I was
I meant to
skipping
thank
through
you for
Liliana
traveling
too.
further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
I don't even remember his dialogue.
I met good people here.
I barely talked to
Knowing
Colin.
they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
I really liked my playthrough where I romanced Cullen. It was a good playthrough. It was very cute.
I'm sure it was. You've had a playthrough where you've romanced, like, what, everyone, right?
I haven't romanced Blackwell. I haven't romanced Sarah. I haven't romanced, Josephine.
Well, look at Rob's for Josephine.
Well, I watched James romance Josephine. So,
Fair enough. So, theoretically, you've vicariously done it.
Right. That's probably the reason why
So it's really just Sarah and Blackwell. Part of me wonders if I would go back in my rogue file, if, knowing what I know now, I would romance Blackwell. But at the same time, there's just something interesting about keeping it the way it is.
I am nobody to judge.
Like, I won't be changing it. But I could have a redo. There are very few choices in all of my games that I would want to change if I went back in time, and even less so change on the keep, like, from what I actually picked in the game. One of the biggest ones I can think of is in my mage file. I made Cullen continue taking lyrium.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that makes me regret it is the epilogue. Because as soon as I heard the epilogue, it's like, oh shit, this is like way worse than I thought it would be. And
Garrett's
based on the
card is
character,
back to normal.
Based on the character, like, it was an OC, the mage file, and that character is supposed to be like Goody Two Shoes, you know?
Right.
But at the same time, Goody Two Shoes, but is, even though he's a mage, he's for the Templars.
Right.
Kind of like Vivian in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Lawful.
yeah, I got to that Cullen part, and like my idea for it was like, if he stops taking lyrium, he's not a Templar, you know. And I mean, he doesn't want to be a Templar. So like, I had a huge confliction when I got to that, and I was just like, just make him keep doing the lyrium. But then it's like, that's what it turned out was, like, you know, terrible and has nothing to do with Templars and shit. So that is the single most one in my mind of if I wanted to change something. And believe me, with how much I'm into story shit, changing even a single thing in one of my keep states is a big deal.
No, I understand.
My brain, like, even the smallest choice, like if it's something that I didn't actually do, and I did this a few times, and every time it was a struggle. But it's like, even the smallest change, it's like, I have to go through a bunch it's like, I have to meet with the council, there has to be like a vote, like, there's all this shit going through my brain when I have to change even the smallest thing. And like, it can take weeks or even months before I finally get to the fucking solution of what I want to do. And it's frustrating sometimes.
No, I get it. I completely get it.
Yeah. So that is the biggest one on the back of my mind. The only other one I can think of is in my rogue file, there's the keep thing of what the Inquisition was founded on, like the principles, and there's either order and peace, faith, or the Inquisitor. And at the time, I didn't even know there was a choice, so I didn't think too much about it. And then, like, you know, I saw it in the keep, and it's like, oh shit, that is actually a choice. And, like, I felt a little robbed from that, because I didn't realize that that was actually a choice. And I understand, like, every little choice matters, yeah, but it was one little dialogue option.
Right.
And it felt wrong. It felt like just the wrong choice for the character I'm going for, so... Like, so I ended up... It was my Kunari Rogue, and my dialogue option for that was like, you know, I'm gonna, you know, make it, like, you know, I'm a Kunari. Kunaris are cool, and they're all like, okay.
So you did it for the Inquisitor.
Yeah, so I essentially did it for the Inquisitor, but yet, in reality, I would have made that, like, the Order one.
Right.
Because for my mage, I did the Faith one, and then for me, I did the Inquisitor, because I'm an asshole. But, and I already told you about that whole dialogue option of me saying, like, in that state where I said, I finally have all the power or whatever, and everyone greatly disapproved. Which was beautiful! It was beautiful! It was like a visual symphony of disapproval.
Good.
It's like that it's like that moment where you say a thing and then the whole crowd goes, "Oh!" Like, we fucked up. We made this guy the ruler. We fucked up. Which was just wonderful. I had a huge goddamn fucking grin on my face when I picked that option. But yet, then I look at that and it's like, then that's also in the same category as what I did with my rogue. So, like, that's not what I wanted for my rogue. So that's another decision that is plaguing my mind. Those two are the biggest ones. But, like, I can't just change it. Ugh. It's all very important to me, because I know...
This enemy needs to give up.
I see that. Man. Really hanging in there.
He keeps guarding. There he goes. No, okay, there he goes. Jesus.
Oh, man. But yeah, no. It's just changing anything in the queue for me. Like, I also know that I really don't want to... See, the problem is the fact that by the time Dragon Age 4 comes out, you know, I'm going to load all these world states in. And it's not like I'm going to finish the game completely before I start a new one, because that's not the way I am.
Right.
Like, I'll start with one for a while, and then I'll switch over to the other one, and then I'll switch over to the other one, and I'll kind of, like, I'll progress in all of them at a certain pace. And I really wouldn't want to find out that there's a specific decision that is not what I want that has the effect in the next game, or like an effect that I don't want entirely in the next game because of that decision, and then have to change it in the keep and restart. Because that kind of happened to me, that did happen to me in my file, because I realized... Because as I said before, I romanced Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
But in my file in Origins, like I did both Morgan and Liliana, like just to see how it goes, you know. But the thing was, the Liliana one saved.
Huh.
And I get halfway through the game, not really. I mean, well, I get a sizable portion into the game before I realize, oh shit, the wrong person's romanced. So that's annoying. So I actually had to restart to put that back in because, you know, that's kind of a big deal. You know, BioWare games, the romances are a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I can't just leave that. Of course, that being said, I was also very confused because in my mage file, in my Mage World state, the Mage and like the Warden and Morgan were not friends. They did not like each other. Though there's this weird thing where my Warden in my Mage file did the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
But then I played Awakening, but I played as the same character. And I played all the subsequent DLC as the same character, even though theoretically they should have been dead.
Right.
And I played the Witch Hunt DLC as this character, and again, the character did not like Morgan whatsoever. And he stabbed her! My Mage Warden stabbed her in the gut. And there must have been a glitch in Inquisition, because I got to Inquisition and Morgan's dialogue in my Mage file, in my Mage World state, was that of if I romanced her.
Huh.
Which is fucking baffling, because in that file I didn't do the Dark Ritual, you know. I didn't get the Grimoire, I stabbed her, like I did nothing for her, and then she had the dialogue as if I romanced her in that file.
That's strange.
Like, and I looked it up, and it must have been a bug. It had to have been a bug. Which is very unfortunate, because that's, I mean, the Keep is supposed to guard against that kind of shit.
Right.
But, yeah, so it's like... So she's talking about her love and all that, and it's like, first of all, the guy's dead, and you're talking about him as if he's fine a little bit, kind of. No, like, in all the other cases, it was completely flawless, in terms of the Hero for Elden stuff. Like, everyone remarked about the ultimate sacrifice, everyone talked about, like, you know, how great he was and all that. But yeah, no, then it gets to Morgan, and she talks as if he's... I forget if it was if he was still alive, but it didn't exactly hint that he was dead. And that they were romanced. And that was super confusing. And by that point, it was also after I did the whole romance thing with, my other file. Right. So I started getting paranoid, like, did it shift over to this one, too? Like, are the worlds bleeding into one another? So...
Good.
That was, as you can imagine, that was very...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I've been ranting for a while. Do you have anything to say?
I was gonna ask my mom if she was still here, because she's been quiet for a while. So...
I'm sure everyone left.
Yeah, I'm sure
because of my
left.
ranting.
Hey, Mom.
Because of my ranting.
Hey, Mom, do you still exist?
No! Man, no. Oh, God, how long was I sitting? I kind of went off on a tangent there. I like the Keep. I really like the Keep, because it keeps track of all my fucking decisions, and I love them. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about the Keep. I wish more things had that. Because that's so cool!
It is.
It's so cool!
It's really good.
It's so cool! And not, like, even for people that aren't like me, because, you know, I'm a person that has to play through all the games and just record it in the Keep instead of just making my own world state. You know?
Yeah, no, I get that.
I mean, it works out for people like you, Suzie, where it's like you have multiple playthroughs and you just want to change a bunch of shit without having to play the other game. Which is awesome.
Of
course, again,
I haven't
as I said,
fixed the bridge yet.
From my perspective, I don't look down on anybody who does that, obviously. Like, I just can't bring myself to do it. Like, make a pre-made world state without actually playing the other games. As much as I wish I could, I can't bring myself to do it.
No, I get that.
Because I would love to play Inquisition again. like freshly.
Inquisition
But I don't want to use a I don't want to use a pre-made world because, you know, each world state is its own world.
Right.
But anyway, I need to talk about something else. I've been going on about this for too long. Let's change the subject. Suzie, text me 3 of your husbandos. Your 3 main ones.
Current ones?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Current ones, she says.
Well, I have so many. It's a situation, PJ, like yours, where you ask the question and just so many people come to mind all at once, and it's hard to choose.
Okay, I don't think you understand my situation, because that wasn't my problem.
Okay, what was your problem?
It wasn't over-flooding of so many people.
I misunderstood your problem, then.
Well, no, I mean, it wasn't exactly that. It's just, I was so unprepared. Because I don't think about them unless the conversation is up about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more the fact that there's the list, but I've forgotten the list. That's why I was trying to think of relevant ones. Because they're not constantly in my brain. So that was my issue. That's why I couldn't answer, is because like I don't have that information. So you understand now. But
yeah.
Yours being the fact that there's too many, now this makes it interesting.
There's just so many. Jeez.
Okay, how about current ones?
Again, it's like, I think I've narrowed it down to 3, and then more people just...
Oh man, now the shoe's on the other fucking foot!
I had a reason for asking.
Maybe I do too.
Oh, do you now? Are you
It might
planning...
not be the same thing you do.
Are you planning Christmas presents too?
You don't know my life. So Suzie, how about that list?
Oh, dude.
This started off as a joke, but now it is real. Because I want you to feel everything that I felt. It brings greater understanding, Suzie. That's what psychology is. You will understand my pain.
Okay, so husbandos from what series?
Just in general. Is this not the thing you said to me? You see my problem?
There was a reason I wanted a mix of different series from you, though.
Okay. Well then, same rule applies to you. Everyone gave you theirs, so why don't you give us yours? It's only fair.
I also gave them a little bit to think about it. They were just quicker to respond than you were. And I didn't want you forgetting.
Oh, I didn't forget, believe me. Never once did I... It's okay. I'll wait.
Can I have 2 separate lists, one for husbandos and one for waifus? Or do I just have to put
By
them
all
in
okay,
one?
hold on. Wait a second. You were given 4 lists, correct?
Yes.
And you did bring up the question current or in general, correct?
Uh-huh.
Well then, how about current for both, and then in general for both? How about that?
So you want me to have...
I think that's fair. An eye for an eye. A waifu for a waifu.
A waifu for a waifu. Ah, jeez. Well, Zevran's on the list. That's definite.
of current or total?
I'm not sure yet. I need a pen and paper.
we gotta get a diagram out. This was the main husbando for this era. But then the revolution kicked in with this husbando. And then Trees is in there somewhere.
Trees isn't... I like I like his character, but he's not actually a husbando.
I understand. I completely understand. That being said, I will not stop calling him your husbando. I understand that he's not. We've been in this conversation before.
I wasn't sure if we actually had this conversation before.
No, just remember, he was best friendo, remember?
Yeah, he's best friendo, like Dorian is best friendo.
Oh, well, okay, hold on. Hold on.
He can't be husbando.
That's not how this works. It's your husbando. That means it's in your brain.
Yes, and I respect his decision to not like
no,
my
that's not how this
genitalia.
works. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. That is not a rule.
Okay. Then I guess he's on a husbando list. I do very much
Damn
like
straight.
Dorian.
I know you do. Believe me, if I know Chris and Rob, they both would have lesbians on their list, so that is not a rule.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be completely blunt about that front.
This is very difficult.
Welcome to my life for the past how many weeks since you asked me?
Well, I'm also not solely focusing on it. I
understand, and neither was I.
I'm great spoon hunting.
No, I understand. I was also doing streams every time you asked me. I wasn't solely thinking focusing on it either.
Not every time.
I wasn't.
No. We were casual playing a couple of times. I know, it's rare that we do that, but...
Never happens. Because we hate each other. You know. A 100% of Susie's brain is being used right now.
It is, it really is.
I know this because the talking part of the brain has shut down to power the rest of the brain. Is the sound of silence.
This rift just kicked my ass.
So it did. Hold on.
Oh, goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, you just running?
No.
Coward Suzie strikes again. No, you dead? Okay.
The pride demon bitch slapped me and I died.
Oh wow, yeah, he did. It just happened.
Even before the stuff with Hannah, I did like Ryoma.
Really?
Yeah.
That is an interesting piece of information.
Really?
Well then, that it's interesting if it was before the whole stuff with Hana, because
yeah,
that worked out perfectly in your favor, honestly. That's why I find it interesting. If that is true,
it is.
Then you really lucked out. You basically are Hannah at this point.
Awesome.
That's just how it's working in my brain, because as I said before, there was no other thing that stood out for Hana, so...
Now I have to cosplay her and put that picture as my profile picture for everything.
Good. Does that mean James has to dress up as Ryoma? Good.
Oh, that's a lot of armor I'd have to make.
Oh yeah, it is.
Because
his outfit is way more complex than Hana's.
Because I'd have to be the one making all the cosplay pieces.
Oh, absolutely, I know. No, there are many layers to his armor.
And then I'd have to figure out a wig.
Just get a radish wig and just spray paint it brown.
Or just get a really long wig and style it myself.
But it's like just Raditz' hair, but brown.
Oh, I know.
And I guess okay, maybe I guess smaller, but it's a scaled down version of brown Raditz hair.
I've little to give, but I'll always be grateful.
Okay, then let's not think about that. You're just Hana now.
Okay. Why does this always happen to me?
What always happens?
Just there's
you being deemed characters?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's because it's the only one you voice.
No, I mean this has happened to me throughout my life. So it's just continuing.
Well, I'm glad I can continue the trend. I mean, I'm just doing it for a joke's sake.
No, I know.
But I mean, you were saying how you were getting invested with Hana, so that's you kind of did that to yourself, in all honesty. But that actually really worked out if you liked Ryoma, huh? Just funny to think about.
Which is why I was honestly getting kind of excited when you guys said that you were pairing her with him.
It's all making sense. Good. I just find it amusing because you've also never said this beforehand.
I
Is anything about Ryoma, so that's just interesting to me. Was it the voice? Did the voice get you? It was the voice.
His canon voice, maybe.
Ah. He does have a good canon voice.
He does.
I will give him that. That being said, don't play Warriors. Don't play Fire Emblem Warriors. His voice changes.
Oh no.
It's much lower. It's like surprisingly low pitched. Like, he sounds really low.
Oh no.
Like, it's kind of nuts. That being said, Xander's voice is higher pitched and British.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they did a lot of voice things. That's also where Hanoka's voice came from, because her voice is a lot more nasally in Warriors, and that's where the joke came from. Camilla's voice is just weird. No, I don't listen to Takumi anyway, so I don't give a crap. I never thought about Elise or Sakura. What?
The only canon Takumi voice I know is from Heroes.
It might be the same one as Warriors, honestly, for all I know.
It's pretty decent. It's not grating or
Of course,
anything.
again, I have no idea. Although, maybe they're the same voice actors as the game. I don't know. Like the main game. I have no clue.
I'll
Anyway.
see if I can play the voice later.
Well,
No, you
again,
go
I don't
away.
know.
You go
I don't know
away.
Takumi, so you don't have to worry about Takumi's. That won't make a dent on me.
Why are you guys being poisoned?
Although, to be fair, you will probably also be voicing the kid, so
Okay.
that's all you.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, why not? That'll give you a more important speaking role. Because it's fucking Ryoma's kid.
Good. Good. Good.
That being said, don't have that much of a clue about his personality, as I've never gotten him myself. I'm waiting for the moment when the fucking kid becomes your next husbando.
Oh no.
Because that's gonna add some weird layers to this.
I would feel very weird about that.
You'd have to distance yourself from all that previous stuff we were just talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? It might happen.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
We should search the area.
Are we just doing, like,
Yes.
Are we just doing games, or does this extend to
Well, what were
live
the rules that you
action
gave to the
shows?
others?
I didn't give them any rules.
Well then.
I didn't give you guys any rules. I just said
Yeah.
list at least 3.
Okay then. So.
Okay.
It's fair, Suzie.
Ugh.
As much as I would have loved to hear the choices of everyone else, you'll do.
I said Pooja's choices out loud in a stream.
No, she did. She said them out loud.
She started.
I already know
to,
hers.
And then I said them. I finished.
She
saying
said
them out loud.
I listened back to the stream. She said Meta Knight, and then I forget the second one, and then you said Saizo.
It was the guy from Phoenix, right? William?
Oh, Will Powers. That's it.
Will Powers.
Will Powers. I remember. I actually think I saw that today. That's why it's fresh on my mind.
Yeah, she couldn't remember that she chose Saizo, so I.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah, you filled it in. Yep. And then Chris's and Rob's, I mean, I only have ideas.
I have a feeling Rob's waifus would be very easy for you to guess.
I mean, possibly, but I mean, I still leave the idea open for, you know, I don't know if he picked relevant stuff or if there was stuff, you know, from long before I even met him where he would have picked. So. And then Chris, well, he could write a book. I'll just say that much.
One of Rob's waifus is very predictable.
Is it Camilla?
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of figured, honestly. Was one of Chris's Sakura or Felicia?
No.
Gotcha. Okay. I just felt like I had to ask. Oh yeah, I'm sure all he had to do was look at his wall, at his chart on his wall, to let you know. Because I remember when you initially asked that, you were like, oh wow, I didn't expect pictures. Like, I'm pretty sure Chris is constantly prepared for that, whereas I'm the opposite. I was not prepared for it.
I'm glad he sent pictures, though.
Oh, I'm sure that was incredibly useful. But
yeah.
Over-prepared for that kind of question. Not that I'm judging him. It's just amusing to me.
Me know which form one of them needed to take.
Gotcha. Also, see, would OCs count? I remember having this conversation with Chris before. If it was socially acceptable for waifu OCs, which is what I call them, or waifu husbando OCs.
Waifu husbandos.
Oh, I almost said that. Yeah. That's confusion in a nutshell. Probably Rob's situation with Forrest. That's his wife who is Bondo.
Krem is somewhere on my list. I'm very fond of Krem.
As which one?
Krem
Did I just blow your mind?
No. Krem is a husbando.
Okay, just making sure. I just wanted to make sure, Suzie. Because everyone's different. Because you never know. Like, for example, I consider, you know, the one I always bring up is, like, Sheik. Because some people consider Sheik a guy, some people consider Sheik a female. I've always been the latter. So, you never know. Also, yes, Sheik from Legend of Zelda, just as a clarification.
You mean...
Yes, that's what I mean.
She.
Some people can... yes! But some people consider Sheik its own entity.
Because... But... Okay.
No, I understand, Suzie. Some people consider Sheik its own entity. Especially from, like, for example, Smash Brothers, because they're two separate characters now.
That's not confusing.
Of course, well, also to be fair, all the alternate form characters became separate characters, so.
Oh, well. Still she.
I agree. I look at Sheik as a she. But at the same time, I also look at Sheik as her own character. So I'm like in a weird middle ground on that. Because I know it's Zelda, but at the same time, it's not Zelda. You know what I mean? And that's how people look at it. Anyway, I digress.
So
wait a second. So you got Zevran as a husbando, and Krem. Suzie, do you like Dragon Age?
No shit.
Based on my master's degree in psychology, I get the feeling you like Dragon Age.
Well, I'm just saying, like, somewhere on the list, but not on the list that you asked for.
Which tier, Suzie?
Like,
in tiers 1 through 8, which tier?
oh jeez. 1 through 8?
I have not said how big each tier is. I haven't even gotten into the sub-levels of each tier.
I just need to write them all down, I guess.
Proceeds to write down every character that ever existed.
Here, PJ, have my spreadsheet of waifus and husbandos.
You know what, just for you, I'd go through all of that and judge you accordingly.
Lucifer from the show Lucifer will be somewhere.
Of course. I'm not even surprised. Like, I'm not.
You shouldn't be.
I'm not surprised at all. I vaguely know about that show, but I know what he looks like, so that's good enough for me. That's actually not entirely true, but
it's a really good show.
But my mother has watched it a few times, so I have a vague understanding of the show. I know what he looks like, which is right down your alley, it seems, and then I know
What's
a
that
bit about his
supposed to
personality.
mean?
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, they usually waifus and husbandos that people pick usually have like similar physical attributes. That's just a thing. What? Am I wrong? It's called having a type, Suzie. Come on, contest me! I dare you!
I'm just trying to think of everyone. Continuing to try to think of everyone. Do they have to be fictional characters?
Why do you keep asking me this? The same rules you set for us, which is none. Although the only question I had was the whole waifu husbando OC, which, you know. They probably
is
don't
it
count.
your own OC that is your waifu slash husbando? Because that seems a little strange to me. I'm not judging, but that seems a little strange.
Well, I mean, you know, there's like, I don't doubt that that's a thing. That has to be a thing, right?
Well, I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm just, OCs, at least to me, it's a part of my own brain, and calling a part of my own brain my waifu slash OC, no, waifu slash husbando is a little strange to me. Personally, it's a personal thing.
Opinions. It's same here. Well, I mean, I'm not. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that. Like, it's not strange, but it's not something I do. If that makes sense. Like,
right.
I'm completely neutral on that fact. I was just curious. Because I know people have to do that, right? There's got to be a bunch of people that do that.
Oh, bye, Dorian.
But it's like making an OC that's based on, like, your type. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that doesn't seem that far-fetched to me. But it's like, do you count that among the list? Because it almost doesn't count, because if you're creating it because of that, then of course it's gonna trump everything else, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I guess it all depends on the context.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure some people look at OCs like children, like they're children.
Yeah.
Which is similar to what it sounds like for you.
Yeah, yeah.
In a way, it's like they're your mental children. Some people probably have an OC harem. I'm sure that's a thing.
I am also sure that's a thing.
So, I mean, does it count? I mean, this is a big philosophical question. Do OCs count as waifus/husbandos?
I mean, if you see them that way, I don't personally count them for, like, mine, because, again, like we just mentioned, my OCs are like my children, and I would never think of them that way because it's weird.
Perhaps you need to create your husbando OC, Suzie.
Oh, God.
Maybe this would be a good psychological test. I don't know, I see it as a challenge. For others, of course, because, you know, I'm sadistic.
It's just... I'm gonna stick to fictional characters. I'm not gonna delve into that.
I mean, it's probably safe for the whole waifu and husbando thing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be showing, I like Carl from high school! Like, you don't want to... He's so dreamy! Let's not get into that.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna go
I
with
love
people.
Bob Ross! That afro really gets me going!
Oh, jeez.
I wish he'd paint me like one of his French girls. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Disclaimer, if Bob Ross is your waifu OC, there is no judgment.
No.
Just combined everything.
I noticed. Why is this so difficult? Why do I have so many?
It's a struggle, ain't it?
Yes, but at least I'm answering the question in the same night you asked it.
Suzie, are you trying to shame me?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to make me feel bad for not answering quickly, even though you said it was fine?
Only because you're making a big deal of it.
I'm not making a big deal. I just thought it would be interesting. You're the one getting defensive.
Going back to thinking of who I consider.
Suzie the coward strikes again.
She bravely runs away. She bravely runs away.
Bravely.
It's a reference, PJ.
I know the reference, Suzie. All this started with a simple question. I remember back to the times when we were talking about Iron Bull's penis. Like now we're talking about this and like so much drama.
You know, it's called leaping shot for a reason. You're supposed to leap when you... Sorry. That just really bugs me. When she's supposed to leap with the leaping shot and she doesn't.
Might be something here.
She can do whatever she wants, Suzie. Imagine that's what nightmare mode means. There's just a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense.
Morrigan is probably a waifu.
You drink good. You drink a health potion and it hurts you.
Oh no!
It's a nightmare.
Disengage. Damn it!
Could you imagine in nightmare mode, you drink a health potion and there's like a 1% chance it just kills you?
That would suck.
So there's constantly that fear in the back of your mind.
Kill, taking advantage of the chaos of war.
And if that's how you die, you can't be revived until the battle's over.
Oh no.
Okay, here's a fun nightmare idea. Okay, so there's that 1% chance of you instantly dying if you take a health potion. If that were to proc, then if anybody else takes a health potion, it bumps up to 10%.
Oh no.
And then if that procs again, it bumps up to like 25%.
Oh no.
And if it happens again, it bumps up to 50%.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, that's the chaos I want.
I would have
I want the
stopped
ever creeping
playing the
fear.
game.
I want the ever creeping fear and anxiety to set in. I like to live dangerously. Oh man. Oh man. I almost want that to actually be a thing. It just sounds so fucking fun.
You need to make your own game, PJ.
Oh man. No one wants that.
I'd play it.
Well, that's because I'd force you to. I'd force you to stream it. Also, you were having like trouble anxiety-wise when it came to Monster Hunter. Like, you really want to. You really want to play a game that
That had a lot to do with the fact that I was very tired at that time.
This is also true, but...
Because yesterday I didn't have an issue.
But, like... Or wait, did I say Monster Hunter?
The Inquisition will always be
I meant Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh.
Said the wrong game.
That's just because of glue. If it had different horse controls, if it had Inquisition horse controls, I'd be fine.
Listen, Suzie. My point was, you get stressed out over that, but yet you'd want to play a game that I make?
Yeah. I like to support my friends' endeavors.
Suzie, me making a game would try to kill the people playing it. You do realize, right? I don't think you understand the kind of person I am. Has me saying that I'm a sadist not sunk in? I bet you if I said that same thing to Chris, like I'd make a game and you should play it, he'd be like, no, because I want to live.
But Chris is paranoid when it comes to you, so...
Chris is paranoid when it comes to me because of past experiences, Suzie. It's not spontaneous. Rob is also like that. He doesn't want to admit it. I mean, he's kind of half admitted it at times. I don't think... you need... I'm gonna learn you, Suzie. I'm gonna learn you the ropes.
Back to the list. Dean Winchester's probably a husbando.
Dean Winchester?
From Supernatural.
I don't know who that is.
You haven't ever watched Supernatural?
No, I don't think so. Maybe if I saw it, I'd recognize it, but as of right now, it doesn't sound familiar to me.
He's the older brother, but anyway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Well, if you'd... I was hoping you'd seen some of it, and if you had, like, he's the older brother. I was going to try to jog your memory.
Suzie?
But you haven't seen it.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, the older brother. Okay.
The statement was prepared in hopes that you'd seen it.
Wink.
Shut up.
I know exactly. It's the one that was born before the younger brother. Okay, I got it.
No fucking shit.
Okay, I got you.
Oh my god, PJ.
Don't worry, Suzie. I completely understand.
Lord.
What?
Nothing.
I'm just saying that I understand you, friend Suzie. I'm saying that I share understanding with you as a fellow human.
PJ.
Yes, human, friend Suzie. I am sighing because that is what humans do, right, friend Suzie?
Make a smile upon you.
Wade Wilson. Somewhere.
Oh, man, that's not even surprising. You want to get up in that avocado?
Dear Lord.
Fairbanks is not even...
What? You know I'm right! Should I have specified that it was an avocado that had sex with an older avocado?
Hate sex.
Sorry, yeah, just the nastiest hate sex. That was a good movie.
Let's see if I can share this picture with you. Oh, hey. I can.
If it's two avocados going at it, I'm leaving this call.
It's not, I promise.
I'm either gonna leave the call or ask for another one. It depends on the quality, really. Oh, Christ. Good.
If you ever hear me and James, like, he'll call me a jerk and then I'll call him a bitch, Supernatural is where that reference is from.
Gotcha.
So.
Right, the older brother. Okay, it's coming to me.
I'm so glad
it's coming to me now.
Jog your memory. I was looking for a different GIF, but I couldn't find it.
I'm noticing similarities in eyes in the people you're picking.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What are you noticing?
Well, I'm comparing this guy to
Lucifer?
The Lucifer guy, yeah. They have similar eyes. In a way. It's either that or just these pictures make him look like it, but I like to believe I'm right.
There. That's the
Of course, this is also assuming that this is a much better GIF.
Yes.
I bet, man.
That was a really good scene.
I'm noticing a darker tone around the eyes. In your choices. Anyway. This has been a strange conversation stream.
God damn it.
We started the stream talking about breaking a horse's legs.
And we're ending up on waifus and husbandos.
I mean, yeah. Went from the breaking horse's legs to female dwarf beards. To the keep. And waifus and husbandos. And... Let's go back to the keep, because I'm an addict.
You asked this question to get away from the keep. I just want you... Yeah.
I mean, it's actually a question I've been meaning to ask for a while anyway. Because I like learning about people, because I can use it against them. Anyway. But...
I don't know how you're going to use this against me, but okay.
Suzie, you should know by now, I have a very... Let's call it creative mind. I'm like MacGyver. I can use anything against anyone. But that's beside the point. I also just like to know about people. Because again, psychology. Don't worry. It's open-ended. You don't have to answer it all tonight. By all
I
means.
could just keep naming off characters, like, forever.
Oh, I know. No, I know. I know you can. Given the right circumstances, I'm sure I could too, but that's beside the point.
Hey, Alan. James has speech 100. What? James isn't here. This is PJ.
I am Human James. Friend Human James.
Also, Alan, it's almost 10. What are you doing up?
It's almost 10, Suzie? It's almost 11.
There's an hour difference where he is.
Hey, gotcha. Actually, no, that's not true. Nobody else lives anywhere else besides here. Fact. We all live in the same location. Time zones are a myth. Okay, okay.
Like global warming.
Not touching that one.
That's probably wise. Yes. Oh wait, it's summer for you, isn't it, Alan? It's summer break.
All I will say is, it's hot this year.
Oh, it's very, very hot this year.
And it feels like every year it gets hotter.
Yeah.
And I have no other opinions. In fact, I actually just don't have an opinion. I'm just saying. As a person who hates heat, it's hot this year. And I know it's going to be hot next year, if not hotter. And I hate it, and I loathe it, and I don't want it.
For my overall list...
My friend.
Oh, never mind. It's a cutscene.
Oh, we're here. Okay.
They just turned your friend into a demon.
Souls, you look ridiculous
Yes.
in that.
You said it was a spirit of wisdom, not a fighter.
A spirit becomes a demon when denied its
I like how you're the
original
only
purpose.
one not wearing dwarven
So
armor.
they summoned it for something so opposed to its own nature that it was corrupted. Fighting?
Am I wrong on that front? Or is that dwarven armor and I forgot again?
Let us ask them.
A mage!
I don't
You're not
remember.
with the bandits? Do you have any lyrium potions? Most of us are exhausted. We've been fighting that demon.
You summoned that demon! Except it was a spirit of wisdom at the time. You made it kill! You twisted it against its purpose!
I understand how it might be confusing to someone who has not studied demons, but after you help us, I can...
We are not here to help you.
Oh, I also always let Solus kill these guys.
Shocker.
Word of advice? I'd hold off on explaining how demons work to my friend here.
Listen to me. I was one of the foremost experts in the Kirkwall...
Shut up. You summoned it to protect you from the bandits.
Yes.
You bound it to obedience, then commanded it to kill. That is when it
One
could.
of the in the Kirkwall circle. Yeah, that has
break the
merit.
binding. No orders to kill, no conflict with its nature, no demon.
What? The binding is the only thing keeping the demon from killing us. Whatever it was before, it is a monster now.
Inquisitor, please!
I've studied rituals like this. I should be able to disrupt the binding quickly.
Thank you. We must hurry!
Nobody attack the demon, please.
Man, that rock really deserved that. That first shot you let loose. This is the quest where Rob had his racist moment.
I remember you talking about this.
Yep.
Bull, no. No.
But I really want to fight it. Come on.
Okay, guys, I need you to leave the demon alone. This is the only time I will ever.
I like right when you said that, I saw you shot the demon in the chest with an arrow.
Not intentionally.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional on their part either.
Shit. Don't attack the demon. I hate that the most difficult part of this quest is trying to keep the demon alive. Okay, we're going to a different rock. Where's the Vivienne mage? As I'll affectionately refer to. Rob's Vivienne mage.
I'm sorry, Solus.
Don't be. We gave it a moment's peace before the end. That's more than it might have had. All that remains now is them.
Thank you. We would not have risked the summoning, but the roads are too dangerous to travel
She
unprotected.
looks nothing like Vivienne.
Tortured and killed my friend.
We didn't know it was just the spirit. The book
Oh
said it
man,
could
she
help
looks
us.
even less like Vivienne than I remember. I thought her head was completely shaven.
Damn them all. I need some time alone.
Man,
I will meet you back at Skyhold.
that's even worse. I think the reason I didn't remember that much. I mean, for one, I didn't play this mission on my own, and two, when Rob played it, as soon as she showed up and he said that, I couldn't even look at the screen anymore because I was laughing.
Good.
So, perhaps that is why I remembered differently. Yeah, no, she didn't look like Vivienne at all.
Not in the slightest.
I need to re-look back at the stream because I mean, fuck. Like I wanna give Rob the benefit of the doubt, but holy shit.
I mean, maybe something didn't load right on his end.
I don't know.
But that's what she's supposed to look like anyway.
Yeah, it is. Oh, fuck. Oh, it makes me so happy. Rob's racism makes me happy. Anyway, gonna go kill that golden hollow yet?
We're not killing the hollow.
Oh, but come on! But it's like asking for it.
I think it actually respawns if you kill it.
Does it really?
Mm-hmm. Fun fact. Because if you're hunting Hala in that area and you accidentally kill it, like, I think they give you a little bit of a buffer.
I didn't think so. I thought it failed, like, as soon as you kill it.
Well, maybe if you're on the mission, but after the mission's over, maybe it respawns? Something happens, and I think in some circumstances it respawns.
I have no idea.
Or another Hala.
Check
Another Hala becomes the golden Hala, or
shiny hollows.
Shiny Halas. Am I really fighting this by myself? Guys. This is fine.
So it probably goes without saying that you want the Urn of Sacred Ashes non-defiled.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you sided with Carradine with the whole anvil thing. Who did you make rule Orzammar? Was it Balin or Harrowmont? Oh boy. Was it the Prince or the Advisor? The Traditionalist or the Radical? The yellow guy or the gray guy?
I want to say it was the Prince.
So that would be Balin.
I don't,
would use the other...
I don't remember their views is the issue. Because that would let me know more than anything.
Balin was more about opening up and, like, you know, being more open to the surface. And, like, he wanted to get rid of the castle stuff and all that, but he was kind of a He was a little bit of an extremist in cases, and then Harrowmont was more level-headed, but he was also a traditionalist, and he wanted to preserve the dwarven culture and all that shit, and like keep everyone on the ground.
It was probably Balin.
Yeah, I kind of figured. And I'm sure you helped Dagna.
Oh yeah, I did.
Study.
Very much did.
So the rest I'll have to ask you specifically about those. I'm just getting some of the general ones out of the way. I'm sure you got Sten's sword.
Looks that way.
I admit I don't fully understand what that means, but
that I can say
I am sorry.
The Seekers gave you rules to live by, right?
The wind
The
definitely
Kandori have the same. And now I don't.
Right.
I assume the Dark Ritual still is a thing with Alistair.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Of course fucking Ogwyn was recruited.
That's alright.
Yeah.
I've got my charges, and I've got the Inquisition.
Of course he was recruited.
I'm good.
you doing? Okay, here we go. Bucky Barnes is on the list.
I have no idea who that is.
MCU Bucky Barnes, anyway. Have you not watched Civil War? Marvel?
Oh, wait a second.
Bucky, Steve's friend.
Nope. I just remembered you and Vinny talking about him. That's it. It was a false memory.
You've not watched any of the Avengers stuff?
Suzie, this may come as a shock to you, but I don't know fucking anything about the Avengers.
Okay.
I don't know shit about Marvel.
I'll send you a picture in a minute then.
I know some about DC. I don't know shit about Marvel.
I also have a crush on Bucky.
You know, I don't know fucking I don't know a goddamn thing about Marvel.
So, fun fact.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is really gonna embarrass Rosie.
Oh boy, embarrassing things.
James used to have really long hair. Like, he grew his hair out, it was past his shoulders. And
like mine?
Not as long as yours, but...
Not as long as... It's never as long as mine.
It was really long hair. And... then he got it all cut off because it was getting to the summer and it was getting really warm and he just couldn't handle it.
Commitment.
And then Rosie saw a picture of him with short hair, and her first reaction was, "Aw, he doesn't look like Bucky anymore."
Good.
I'm like, oh great.
I was kind of expecting that. Would that be embarrassing? Doesn't sound like an embarrassing story.
It would embarrass her.
Oh, okay.
Just like talking about mattress decorations would surely embarrass Alan.
Gotcha.
I don't know if I told you that story.
Oh, you did!
Okay, good.
In his defense, for most of my younger life, I just called everything that was on the bed the sheets. So.
Oh, apparently it doesn't embarrass him.
You know, I just called everything, like, that part, just everything was sheets to me. Except the quilt, because obviously that's... So it's just sheet, quilt.
I'm so close to getting the spoon.
Spoon goblin!
Spoon!
Sorry. Spoon goblin! You can't fight the power of the spoon goblin! Anyway. Who is king/queen, Suzie?
Honora?
Honora? So...
Just Honora.
So Alistair was still a... Right, no, you did talk about this.
My interest yourself.
You did stay with the Wardens. Gotcha!
Because I couldn't handle him being angry at me if I forced him to be king.
I mean, that's not how that works, but I guess I understand.
He didn't want to be king, and he made that very clear.
Yeah, I guess you didn't. Well, I mean, if you pursue the whole wanting to make him king thing, then he warms up to the idea. I mean, maybe not warms up, like, he doesn't like it, but he grows accustomed to the idea, I should say.
So, he and I were really good friends, and he's like, I don't want to be king, and I'm like, okay, you don't have to be king.
No, I get that. Meanwhile, Rob and I had this whole big quest thing because we really wanted him and Honora to marry. So we had a whole extra stream redoing the Lamb's Meat.
Oh, good.
It was a whole extra stream. I think I talked about this before, where we thought we would just knock it out in like an hour, and it took like 3.5. And it ended up taking an entire stream to fix. Because I would read something online, and it's like, oh, this is all you need to do it. And then he does it, and he gets all the way to Lamb's Meat, and it's not enough. And then I read the next part, like another part, and it's like, oh wait, no, you need this as well. So we had to redo it. We get to Lamb's Meat, and that wasn't enough. And it's like, oh wait, no, we need this, and then, and then we did it. We went all the way to the Lamb's Meat, and then it didn't work. It's like, wait, no, you did need to do that, but you needed to pick this dialogue option. So Rob was ready to throw himself out a window by the end of that.
I can imagine.
Also, yes, Alan, you understand everything to the mattress is a sheet.
Hi, Batman. Batman, please. Just lay down. Thank you.
I still occasionally just call it all sheet. And I confuse myself.
I call it the bedding.
Because how I grew up, my mother had like a multi-layer setup for her bed, and everything had a different name. So as a small child, it confused the living hell out of me. And my bed was simple, at least in my young eyes. So I just thought everything that was simple on there was a sheet.
Look how big this
and that
backpack
has affected
is.
my brain. Affected my brain for the rest of my life. I mean, yeah, it's a rather big backpack, but you are also a very small person.
No, all the other backpacks are small.
Look at that fucking bird. It's a big bird. Big bird! Okay.
There's another wheel of cheese. Take a shot. Oh no, it's a rift over water.
So the fact that you said Zevon was living with bondos also changed perspective of when I was telling you Rob's whole thing on the Zevon. About how he tried to get him killed in 2, and then completely ignored him in 3. Or Inquisition. That explains the large negative reaction that came from you during that.
Yeah. I really love Zevran. So good. Okay.
How about Ren Zevran?
No.
Special Zevran. You don't like Special Zevran?
Remember the first time I ever found out about Special Zevran? I think my exact words were, PJ, please don't do this to me.
Good.
And then you asked, what do you mean don't do this to you? And then we talked about something else immediately.
Gotcha. Suzie the coward strikes again.
I need one more rift. One more rift.
Well, that explains that then. That being said, it will not change, and that is forever what Zevran's character is in the streams. Not in your stream, Suzie, don't worry. I mean, I will reference it. But it's mainly just with Rob. See,
I've gotten to the point where I just laugh at it now. It doesn't bother me.
Well, I mean, yeah, you should, because it's great. But also, you should be happy, Suzie, because even though I did that, I am the one that single-handedly made sure that he didn't die in Origins.
Good.
So he might be special Zevran, but at least he's still in our stream, Suzie. Look at it that way. If it wasn't for my intervention, he would have turned on Rob, and he would be dead. So you should be thanking me, really.
I would have been really upset.
See? It worked out.
I need one more rift. I just need one more rift.
Okay, it probably goes without saying, but I'm going to ask anyway. I assume you sided with the mages and the mage tower in Origins?
Yes.
Yep. Just like to be thorough. I'm sure you helped Redcliffe.
Yep.
And I'm sure Connor's alive.
Yep.
Is Isolde alive? His mother?
Yep.
Okay. And all the extra stuff we can get to at a later date. Because I'm sure you're just... This is either what happened in your actual game, or you're just picking all the good options, which either way, it doesn't matter.
No, that's what happened. I made sure.
Gotcha. I'm sure you didn't recruit Dog.
The dog?
I'm sure you didn't recruit the dog.
I love that dog.
I'm sure you didn't recruit the dog. Yeah, that was the puppers for us. It was the puppers.
I've named it a great many different things in different places.
I'm sure you did. Not that it's obviously a choice in this, but is there a favorite name that you've given it?
I would usually name the dog. This is really dumb.
Inquisitor.
Good. I was hoping for that. It can't be worse than Alistair's.
In high school, when I was playing through it, my most recent playthrough, I named it Spot. But... which was like last year. But,
Oh, you played it last year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right! We already had this conversation like 3 times.
Mm-hmm. But in high school, because I was ridiculous in high school, when I played...
Build it up, Suzie, come on.
I'm just trying to procrastinate saying it because it's really
I know.
dumb.
But it makes it even worse than it is when you finally say it, because you're building it up so much. I want you to know this. This is what happens when you get embarrassed.
I would name the dog after my top husbando at the time.
Good. So Carl from high school. Or Bob Ross.
Fictional characters.
Gotcha. So what was your favorite?
What was my favorite?
What was the favorite name?
Probably Spot. My most recent one.
Gotcha. I did tell you Alistair's, right? Alistair's name for the dog?
I don't
How
remember.
are you, Solus?
It's shown in the Darkspawn DLC, Darkspawn Chronicles DLC, what Alistair would name the dog.
You were a true friend.
And he names it Barkspawn.
You could to help.
Good.
Hardly abandon you
Yes,
now.
I remember this. Good.
Where did you...
That's a good
Someday
name.
Something new may grow there.
It's very Alistair.
It would not
It's
be the
very
flame
Alistair.
It is very Alistair.
It is very you gotta have a pun at.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I can get the spoon now. Or I can unlock the vault.
Fuck the vault, I want the spoon. Now remember, Suzie, you have to answer his questions correctly 3 times.
You'll be helping me.
Is that a fact?
I hope.
Ooh.
I'm hoping they're not super nitpicky.
They are lore questions, Suzie.
Yeah, and I hope they're not super nitpicky.
And there is a timer, by the way.
Oh no. I'll read them out loud then. Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me open the fucking thing first. Then I'll decide whether I want to read it to you. Man, I'm really gonna have to debate whether I want to. Like, I want to be an ass, just because I'm an ass. Of course, you're probably just gonna bring it up anyway, so that's no fun.
No, I won't.
Don't you lie to me.
I won't.
Don't lie to me.
I won't bring it up.
Shut your mouth.
I promise. I
Go,
won't bring
go
it up.
find him, damn it.
Oh, there's the vault. Lord Trifles.
That's him.
There's the top hat and the gold. I love the sound of the coins underfoot.
Oh, does it really have that kind of effect? I don't think I ever actually got this perk, so. Just know that you wasted 3 points for a spoon.
Inquisitor, you have done much, but
Will you just talk to the damn man already?
The Quizquisition.
The what?
It begins now, and there is a timer. A blight is signaled by the rise of an archdemon, a corrupted old god. Name the archdemon of the 5th blight.
Special. Oh no.
Earthamill.
The creature's name was Arthemiel.
Arthemiel.
Correct. Well played. We will continue.
However you want to pronounce it, I don't care. But I remember that. I remember learning that in Origins. I love this guy.
Poorly made wind sounds.
Yup. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
my
I remember randomly finding this guy. It's like, this guy's a treat. Hey Suzie, can you do me a favor?
Huh?
Can you save and load in front of him?
New save?
I don't care.
Just load the same save?
Mm-hmm.
I return, Inquisitor, as does the Quizquisition. It begins now, and there is a timer. The Kunari are a
Good.
ferociously pedantic people guided
We're
by
getting
a
the spoon right now,
particular
Susie.
philosophy. Name its author.
Name its author, Kosloon. Kosloon?
I believe the answer is Kuslin.
Correct. Well played. We will continue when I have time and the wind calls me.
That just keeps getting you, huh?
Yep.
Good.
Do you recognize his voice?
I haven't been hearing his voice, no. I have the stream on very low.
He sounds like the voice of the guy that from the Chantry that was arguing with Liliana in the very beginning and ends up dying saving Haven. I don't remember his
Gotcha.
name. Yeah.
No, I know who you're talking about.
Sounds like the same guy.
I mean, I would not be surprised. Alright, you know what to do. Save and load.
I just did.
Yep. Yeah, you already did it? Okay, good.
I return, Inquisitor, as does the Quizquisition. It begins.
Apparently you can do this multiple times to get multiple spoons or some shit. I don't know.
I only need one.
Fearing that Nugs carried
You only need one for both?
Kirkwall declared the noxious vermin in 520 exalted. The extermination is known as...
Extermination is called Battle of Squealing Plains.
That's... Oh.
The Battle of Squealing Plains. It is not spoken of in polite company.
Correct. Well played. The Quizquisition is completed. And you have done so perfectly. You may have an inadequate grand prize. Quizquisition. Away.
You may have an inadequate grand prize.
This is how I spent tonight's stream.
Good. Hey, this is something you've never done before, so that's...
Oh my god, that was so good.
Susie, you're welcome.
Okay, Bull. Here we go, friend.
You're welcome for introducing you to that. Can't wait. There it is. It's just a big fucking...
Okay, Bull. We have to go fight something right now.
Spooning with the Inquisitor.
Huh. Huh.
Because sex.
Yeah.
Uh.
Oh my god.
Because stirring spoon and teaspoon. That's what it's like between Dwarf Inquisitor and Iron Bull.
This has been a great stream.
Just because of that. You finally got what you wanted. Now you can have all the joke weapons. Unless there's another one.
I'm just really glad that they don't take this game seriously.
Okay, so we got the ham, we got the cheese, we got the beehive, and we got the spoon.
I forgot about the beehive.
Mm-hmm. Of course, that's, you know, that's in Trespasser, so.
I need this to happen. Okay.
You seem to enjoy yourself at the Winter Palace, Liliana. Or was that part of the game?
Perhaps it was both. Inquisitor?
To work?
Inquisitor.
Huh.
What?
There's a great sword called the Clasping Maw, which just looks like part of a giant monster jaw.
Good.
Like it's like meat on a bone.
Inquisitor, do you have a moment? What were you like before the anchor? Has it affected you? Changed you in any way?
Suzie,
Your mind? Your
there's
morals?
another one.
Spirit?
What is it?
There is a unique mace that is literally a stick with a banana nailed to it.
Oh, I know that one, yeah.
I did not know about this.
Yep, that's what you use the sad splinters for.
Really? That's interesting. That's awesome.
I don't believe so.
You never told me this! How dare you?
I thought you knew.
You show a wisdom
I just listed off the ones I knew. How the fuck? What do you mean? That's not an excuse.
You are not what I expected.
You liar.
It's not a very good weapon.
But it's a banana nailed to a stick, Suzie.
What have I done that's so
But you
It's not a
have shown subtlety
jalapeno,
in
but
your
it's like a banana.
a wisdom that goes against everything I know of your people.
Description, sad weapon.
Cassandra separates matters of faith from those of the world. Liliana has a brilliant mind, but her faith was damaged. To her, it is all a game of tactics now. But not you.
So what does this mean, Solus?
It means that I respect
Oh,
you
wow.
deeply,
You don't actually normally craft
and
it,
I
you
have
just get
disturbed
it.
you
I
enough
see.
for one evening.
Yep.
Get it at a requisitions table.
Solus respects me deeply. Apparently.
Why?
Because that's what he tells you after you complete his personal quest. And if your approval is high enough with him. He has one last personal cutscene with you, and you go talk on the Inquisitor's balcony, and he's like, "What were you before the anchor?" And I have always said, "I'm just the same as I was before, the anchor hasn't changed me much. And he's like, not many people surprise me, but you've surprised me a number of times, and I have a deep respect for you.
Got you.
Which means a lot more if you're romancing him.
Inquisitor.
Okay, where...
I can only assume.
Where is the scout that I'm supposed to talk to, because Blackwall's missing?
Blackwall has just disappeared from me as well, and then he just comes back. I think he's just not... I don't think he's missing. I just think he's in a different location. Or it's a minor bug and back or some shit.
Oh wait, he's out here cutting wood. There he is.
Yeah. I've dealt with this too, where it's like, where the fuck is he? He's just to the left of where he normally is, and it makes people freak the fuck out.
Will be the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They
I like
died
Blackwall to
for
an extent.
us. And Corypheus
also like
twisted their
Blackwall.
sacrifice to make it his own.
Again, to an extent. Some parts of his personality I'm not the biggest fan of, but... He's a good man. Good man.
He tries to be good.
He tries.
And that's why he has to die.
You'll get no argument from me. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the... joining. At the heart of it, all a warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Yeah. And now I can... Oh wait, there's more. There's another cutscene with him. Lots of cutscenes all of a sudden.
Good.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company. When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. I caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
Just listen. I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see?
Batman.
It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
As I said, I like Michael because he's a good man, but the one part that I can't get over is that he's a little angsty.
Yeah.
That's the part of him I don't like. Overall, he's a good guy, but it's that little bit of angst that I'm like,
Nice talking with you, boss.
He lets things get to him.
Yep.
I mean, he's got a lot of guilt for...
Suzie.
What?
Suzie, go upstairs. Go upstairs from the bar thing. Just right up the steps and then to the right.
Why?
Is there a guy there?
I'm running drills. They're...
Or maybe he's in the kitchen.
There's
His
Sutherland.
name's like Sutherland? Yeah, talk to Sutherland.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, your worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people. I'll let your warriors know and then stay out of the way.
Why?
Just saying.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah, we got Sutherland's quest. Yeah.
I didn't
I
understand.
forget, you've done Sutherland's quest, right?
It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
I'm not sure.
What did you think of the masks?
Well, it's important.
The masks?
Maybe.
Everyone
I
had
don't
them
actually know.
on their faces?
It's in the keep.
Those weren't their faces.
Same with one of the other operations, but you don't actually talk to anybody.
So, Cole. Someone found a barrel full of misplaced daggers. Was that you?
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could draw them in the heat of an argument?
They would have been sad later.
Someone stole an entire cheese wheel.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of crushed mint?
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint?
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Then the cook laughs at the cats instead of yelling at the scullery maids.
Kitchen fires are hot, like when Haven burned. The old cook lies under rocks, his head is in pieces. She needs to make it all work, so nothing will burn again. But if she laughs, she forgets for a while.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Something like that.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition.
This is Sarah's
I
quest.
can't have fun with everybody whinging.
Oh boy.
Or not her quest, but
push them.
The prank
you and me
shit.
messing around in people's stuff.
Yes.
You know, to start.
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary bleary. Come on.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go. Right, General Uptight is gone. Stop the desk. Oh yes, center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip or something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
I love this so much.
Mm-hmm.
Right, little lady Prissy. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up. What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't part. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go! That was fun. An inquisitor of the people.
I love when you say the other thing with Solus.
If all they got was the
It's just like, it's just the Inquisitor and Sarah, and he's just like,
you'd start
oh,
to sound
okay.
pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Like, he just completely just, oh, alright.
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good. And Coryphanus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. It was fun chasing you, Inquisitor. Nice view. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Good.
You did it. Sorry, I just turned into Chucky Finster from Rugrats for a second.
I like Sarah's song.
It's good shit.
Love seeing you, yeah?
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Sarah was never quite the wealthiest girl. Some say she lives in a tavern, but she was so...
I need to go check on Blackwall, see if he's still here, because usually after that last conversation with him, he goes away. Oh look, he's gone.
Oh no.
It's been my honor to serve you. Hi, Batman.
The Spy Master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
I'm not sure I had that one. Oh, I did. Oh well.
Did you spend money on a thing you already had? That you knew you already had?
No, I wasn't sure.
Inquisition?
It's fine.
Welcome back, purple nuggalope. You're so burly.
Inquisitor.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
We make the world a better place.
Because everyone agrees on what better means. I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear
I think I've had
change.
this conversation before.
I want to and I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
I've had this conversation with her before.
On stream?
You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. The Maker's grace does not
I don't
make
remember
you
this.
immortal. You
Because I skipped through most of her conversations.
What can I say? It's worked so far.
think of it.
I forgot, you hate
It makes
Cassandra.
me proud to know you.
I appreciate that.
We
Come on,
still have a
camera
long
guy.
road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Wow, that is a dedicated cameraman. He clipped through the wall.
I trust all is well.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Of course. Another time.
Oops. Getting tired, PJ?
Good job. What?
Getting tired?
Why?
You yawned.
I yawn a lot.
you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
So when I slow my breathing, I end up yawning a lot.
Carry on.
Oh yeah.
So just... There we go. That was not cocaine, by the way.
How can I help?
I swear.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I forgot that also gained influence. I could have had the spoon so much sooner.
Well, you have it now.
What's this? Okay, this is where we get Blackwall back.
So that was the whole stream, or at least the majority of the stream.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get the spoon.
We did a lot of companion stuff too.
Yeah, at least we knocked out some personal quests. Those are important.
Welcome to the world of filler.
I wouldn't say it's filler if it's companion quests.
Well, we're gonna do Vivienne's personal quest probably next time.
Actually, now that I think about it, none of this story shit matters because we're not going to be writing it down. So, actually, it is filler. Never mind. At least that's how I see it. Of course, I'm a person that writes choices down in the keep as they're being made. Like with Rob, which, oh, that was so much fun.
Here we go.
We're talking about the keep? Or what?
No.
Oh, the Blackwall thing?
Yeah, and then I caught a glimpse of Bull and his spoon and started... Yeah.
That explains the laugh.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais.
Of Orlais.
For the murders of General Vincent
Orlais.
Carrier,
Orlais.
their four
Orlais.
children,
It's
and
such
their
a
retainers.
forced French
You are
accent.
sentenced to be
Oh,
hanged
it's so
by the
bad,
neck
it's amazing.
until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Dinky.
Very well.
Dinky does not want to go to Orlais.
Who's this man to Blackwall? A brother? A friend?
What was just freaking out behind that guy?
Proceed.
I looked away for a second. I don't know.
There was something just freaking the fuck out behind the guy that was kneeling.
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
I like the executioner's mask. It's just a skull.
I know, I love it. I was gonna mention, it's like, I wish I could make that.
That would be cool. I would unhide masks. Or helmets.
Absolutely.
Just for that.
Could you imagine? It's like, oh, the Inquisitor's coming. Oh yeah, and just... like,
Here comes...
Oh, he's Silent Hill.
Here comes the Inquisition. They all have the same helmet.
Oh, that's not the Inquisition. It's the Legion of the Damned. Gotcha. They have a literal bull man. And why is he holding a spoon? Okay, I don't think I'm taking... It's a bunch of executioners, like one's holding a ham on a stick, the other's holding a banana on a stick. One's got a giant spoon, and the other one's holding a spoon, and the last one's holding just a beehive.
One has a cheese wheel shield.
Yeah. Cheese wheel, some ham, just banana on a stick. It's like, like, I mean, I'm looking at your faces, and I'm not hungry. But then again, I'm like really hungry.
It's like
I don't know.
They look at their faces and they're terrified. Then the camera pans down to the weapons.
No. Yeah, I just love the idea of them stomping out and then they pull out the weapons and then somebody's just like, I don't know whether to be terrified or hungry. I don't know whether to be terrified or hungry. I had to throw in the bad accent.
No, I understand.
He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed.
Just walk out.
I took his name.
Just staring at him in the cell and then just leave.
He's not looking up, so you slowly back away.
Yeah.
As he's talking.
And he looks up, he's like, oh. Well,
You saved that man. That took courage.
Courage? I killed innocent people. Destroyed Mornay's life and the lives of others like him. One moment of courage will not make up for that. Why are you here?
That depends on what you say.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
I have a lot of angst. Dark, 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 dark.
He's not the angsty one.
I know, it's just...
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the double-edged sword of Blackwell, because I hate angsty characters, but he's an angsty character that's just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I respect that part, but he's angsty, but like I can respect the trying to do the right thing. It's like I don't know how to feel. I think at the end of the day, I like Blackwell.
There's Blackwell's
But
giving
it's
me a lot
like-
of power. I like
And
his...
then you never got him.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
You never got him out. I like how you can actually just leave him in there after you find out about all this.
Yeah. Summarize it.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
This is helpful. Or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwater... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Okay. Since we're here, there's another mission I wanted to do, and then we will end the stream.
Okay. As this is going on, I'm trying to piece together ideas of what I want to do on the my stream of this. There's some hard decisions. It's definitely going to be a unique playthrough. I'll say that much.
Alright.
A full retreat, it sounds like, from the game help build.
I would, if I thought it would
I don't know where this exclamation mark is.
It is quite simple. I have committed everything
I like that in Orlais she sings in French.
I trust you've heard what... Well, Roderick at Haven.
I don't even remember.
Yep.
Okay, now that's evolved into tiredness.
We're almost done.
I know. No, it's no problem. I can power through tiredness, unlike some people. I won't name names.
If I ever edit these videos, that would have been the perfect time to just insert a clip of Chris snoring.
Yep. Although that's entirely up to you. Although I get the feeling that that's not going to happen.
Who knows?
But yeah, that's actually what I was going to follow it up with. I was going to say, but who knows?
What happened here?
And where is the merchant we intended to meet?
Well, judging by the fact that there's still the other first project you said you wanted to work on.
It's almost done. It really is.
But that's only on the first stream, right?
There have been so many other things that I've been doing.
I understand. I understand.
Seems Vicinius angered Calpurnia.
Both you and I stream the most out of everyone. So that alone takes up like a whole chunk of a week.
What can slaves do that Venatori can't?
Like just that alone, though. Not even counting anything else. You go in there, Spoonmaster.
Go get him.
Taking a scoop at a crime.
I'm so happy.
I know you are.
That must have been Vicinius.
I see Calpurnia.
I'm assuming you got all the keeps in your game.
Let's look around.
I feel like that goes without saying.
Yeah.
All the keeps in the different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Even the whole thing with Fairbanks and the green area, I forget what it's called.
A shattered crystal.
Yep.
Let's find the pieces.
Gotcha.
The Exalted Plains.
Here's another one.
Or no, that's Emerald Graves.
Emerald Graves. Yeah, I just looked at it.
They're both LV places.
Crystal's whole again, but hold on.
When I said Emerald Graves, did my voice like freak out?
Calpurnia, I had no intention. I warned you.
No.
Did I hear that right?
Should the slaves you
No.
bring me suffer in your care? Venatori, show him my
Checking.
displeasure.
Again, my stream's on very low to make sure no noise picks up, but just for a split second I thought I heard that my voice went fucking crazy.
Restoring memories. There's one or two in Minrapis. Very rare.
Dagna might know what to make of it.
And then there's a really cool scene with Dagna. That almost went into me humming Yellow Submarine.
Oh man. I gotta put the keep down. But I don't want to because it's really fun. God damn it, we gotta work on this at some point.
Do you work tomorrow?
I do. And I have a doctor's appointment after work.
Oh. Good.